Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Propaganda Machine. This is all Tingz Arsenal, episode 17. And on today's episode, we'll take a look at the big game in the Premier League this weekend, Manchester United versus Arsenal, as well as we'll take a look at the women. They've gone away, some transfer news, and Tony Adams' big claim. But people, first, we'll take it away with the women, and they've headed off for their pre-season tour. Headed off about 2-3 days ago, I believe it was, and they travelled to Germany, and a few big names are making the flight. So, as we know, the women, some of them got back late from the Euros, our Lionesses and Mariana Caldente. But we've got Zinsberger, Emily Fox, Ruben Moy, Seth Catley, Caldente, Beth Mead, McCabe, a few names, Van Donselaar, Michelle Adjumang's on the flight as well. So there's a few names, I'm sure Chloe Kelly, a few names that have made the squad. And there's also a few absentees. Leah Williamson, she suffered a knock, so she won't be there for pre-season, as well as Kim Little and Jessie Gill. Leah Valti, she also had surgery, and we do actually have an update on that from Leah Valti. So she says, after my abscess operation back in November, a little more attention was needed. So here comes round 2. Even though the surgery was planned, it's still not an easy hit to take. But giving up isn't an option. Staying positive as always and manifesting a full recovery. So we do actually wish Leah a speedy recovery. I hope that she has a speedy recovery and is back playing football with the girls, the European champions. Apparently they've had a behind closed door friendly already, but I weren't able to get the score on that game, and they will be playing other friendlies. They will have a friendly against West Ham on the 27th ahead of the season opener against the London Lionesses, which is on the 6th of September. So all the best to the girls and all the ones that are injured. We wish you all a speedy recovery. But people, the Premier League is back in full effect. And as we know, multiple teams played yesterday. A lot of teams actually played their first games of the season, and there weren't too many shocks. You see the usual suspects, as you'd call them, they all got their results. So we had the lunchtime kickoff. Aston Villa drew 0-0 with Newcastle. Alexander Isak weren't there. Newcastle, they were the better team, but they just could not finish their dinner. They just couldn't. They struggled to finish their dinner. And they're going to need a striker because Isak, he is still on strike. Looks like he's going to be a Liverpool player, which is, it's going to be very tough for Arsenal to beat that kind of Liverpool. And also Liverpool played the opening game of the season against Bournemouth. I almost forgot that was on the Friday. Wow. Semenyo suffered racial abuse from a fan in the stands. Police have now arrested him, and I feel like I've spoken quite a lot about this in the past days, but we just hope that fans can stop this behavior. We're seeing it a lot online. Matthias Tell being racially abused, now Semenyo in the ground. Something needs to happen. Will it happen though? There's a lot of like virtue signaling and all of this stuff, but it seems like nothing changes. Are we gonna say soon we're gonna need to add what? Or we're gonna add a points deduction if fans in the stadium start being racist? I don't know. But all I do know is something does actually need to change. But, yep, Liverpool took the lead 2-0. Semenyo got 2 goals after that incident. So, this would be a player that I would not mind at Arsenal. I wouldn't mind seeing him. He is an Arsenal fan after all. But then Federico Chiesa came on, put Liverpool 3-2 up in about the 88th minute. Then Mohamed Salah got his customary opening day goal. I think that's now, maybe that's 8 opening day goals now, 8 seasons. Wow. Yeah, Mo Salah, he's killing it. But yeah, also Brighton drew 1-1 with Fulham. Sunderland, big winners of the day. Big winners of the day, Sunderland. They actually beat West Ham 3-0. West Ham look like they are in trouble. They look like they are bang in trouble, that West Ham. 3-0 against a newly promoted side. Graham Potter, I've already said it, I think he might just be the first manager to get sacked. And if this continues, he will be sacked. We know West Ham fans, there's already one calling for Potter's head. So sooner or later, if this continues, he'll be out. But it is just the first game of the season, so I feel like you got to give him at least 5 to 10 games. If he's got no wins in his first 5, then I'd say the curtains are on the wall. Spurs beat Burnley 3-0. They looked very good off the back of their very good display against PSG. Unlucky in some regards, bottled it in others to not win the game. Lost on penalties. And Manchester City, they look a real threat, Manchester City. Dangerous side. Dangerous. Won 4-0. Haaland got 2 goals. That's now 4 seasons in a row he scored in the opening game. So yeah, Man City, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good. Those of us that thought Man City were done, Pep was finished, writing them off. They seem like they just pull out gems, because Reinders as well looks sensational. So, early table, Man City, Sunderland, Spurs, Liverpool occupy the top 4. So, very early days, but Sunderland will be pleased. Welcome back to the Premier League, Sunderland. Welcome back. So now we're going to the big game of the weekend, the big one, man. Manchester United take on Arsenal at Old Trafford. And regarding team news for Arsenal, I haven't looked at Man United's team news because, quite frankly, I don't really care who they play. We should be beating them, should we? We're the better side, so we should definitely be beating this Manchester United side. We have no injuries. Trossard travelled. Max Dowman also travelled. I hope he can get a place on the bench. But that remains to be seen. If we're actually going to put him on the bench, that's one thing. But could Max Dowman actually get some minutes in this game? Could he? Oof. I don't know. What a time to make your Premier League debut at Old Trafford. Ooh. Sort of where dreams are made of. Yeah. Could he come on and get the winner? Oh. We dream. Only one can dream. But we'll take a look at my starting lineup for the game. So I'm going with David Raya in goal, Ben White at right back, Saliba and Gabriel, Timber at left back, moving him over, Zubimendi partnering Rice in that midfield, then Saka Odegaard and Martinelli, and then Gyökeres on the left. But yeah, people, let me know what you think about that starting lineup. So I kind of explained why I've gone with Timber left back, not Miles Lewis-Skelly. I feel Manchester United's best side of attack is on that right hand side. So how I'm looking at it is we done it a few seasons ago with Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu played on the left to counteract Salah, and we beat Liverpool 3-2, I believe, that game, and it worked. It was 3-1, I think, actually. It was the 3-1 game, I think it was, when Trossard scored in the last minute, I think it was. It was either 3-1 or 3-2 anyway. We beat them. But we nullified the threat of cutting in on the left foot as you're cutting in onto Timber's stronger foot. And Timber, I'd say, is our best defender at fullback. Man United do not have the same level of threat on that left hand side. So how I'm looking at it is, I think Miles Lewis-Skelly is a better defender than Ben White, as in 1v1, but Timber would definitely lock down whoever is on that right hand side for Man United. So I'm just looking at stopping their threat. If it was another side with a threat on both sides, then I'd play Miles Lewis-Skelly and Timber. And as we know, this is a game where emotions can get high. So you're looking for players with discipline. I don't believe Ben White or Timber's ever been sent off for Arsenal. Ben White might have. I'm not too sure. I don't think he has though. Although Miles Lewis-Skelly, one of those sendings off that he's got, because he's only had 2, were wrongful, but still he picks up a lot of silly yellow cards. And away at Old Trafford, we can't be leaving things to chance. We can't really leave the referee to make much decisions. So yeah, I bring him on later on in the game, shift Timber over to the right, and then let Miles Lewis-Skelly get like the last 30, because he does offer something. Or even Calafiori. It just depends how the game is going. Because if you need a goal, then you might just slap on Calafiori, because he's more of the threat going forward. I don't believe he starts this game at left centre back. Gabriel would probably start, but you never know. It all depends who is fit. And I hope Arteta's playing the players that are looking the fittest, the healthiest. Not just, okay, let's go with a generic side. So, yeah. Gyökeres back against Almiron, and people are saying Almiron's the one that made Gyökeres, so he knows how to defend against him. He knows what this guy's doing. I guess we're going to see. If you try to double up against him, that should free up Saka. And Saka's against Dorgu. I'll back Saka against Dorgu. I'll definitely back Saka against Dorgu. That's if Dorgu starts. I don't really know who's going to start for Man United. Shouldn't really matter. We're the better side. But at the end of the day, it is Old Trafford, so you have to respect it. In the midfield, Rice and Zubimendi, they should really dominate against whoever Man United throw up against us. Because if it's Bruno and Casemiro, if it's Ugarte and Casemiro, whoever it is, and we should be up for the physical battle too. People think Zubimendi can't do physical. I like what I've seen from him so far. Obviously, it's the Premier League, as they keep telling us. But yeah, so far, I'm liking what I see from Zubimendi. I am, if I'm being honest. Like, he's very neat on the ball. So I'm expecting us to have the lion's share of possession. But who knows? We might play a different game. We might play on the counter, which may suit us more. sit back and hit Man United. Because we know Man United, that's their biggest threat on the counter in transition. That's how they can hurt us. We know we can hurt them in many ways. So this is a very, very intriguing game. Very intriguing game. And Arteta, the subs might play a part as well. If Martinelli is not looking a threat, you bring on Madueke. Who knows? He might even start Madueke and bring on Martinelli later on in the game. These are many decisions that Arteta has to contemplate and make. But that's what he gets paid for. He gets paid the big bucks. You got to make the tough decisions. And I've been and ahhing all week. I've been saying, yeah, this is going to be 1-1. 1-1. Definitely 1-1. But now it gets to game day. And I'm saying, fuck a 1-1. Bad man nah take draws. We don't play for draws. We got to go there and stick it on them. So I am going with a narrow 2-1 victory to Arsenal. Gyökeres and Saka on the score sheet, and maybe Bruno Fernandes will score for Man United. So yeah, that's my preview for the game. Now we'll take a look at the transfer window. As we know, we have been linked with Eberechi Eze the whole window. The whole window they've been telling us, always Eze, a winger and a striker. That's what they were telling us. Then boom, out of nowhere, Madueke came through the door. They told us was looking at a left winger, but Madueke predominantly plays on the right as a Saka backup. But now it looks like he's going to be playing on the left. So you're kind of like scratching your head like, what is going on? Why are we not getting Eze? Why are we not getting Eze? And now it does seem like Eze will be a Tottenham player. So we got the news about Eze, and was basically saying that Eberechi Eze is expected to start for Crystal Palace at Chelsea today. The 27-year-old midfielder being targeted by Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham's pursuit is ongoing, but no agreement yet as Crystal Palace work on possible replacements. So it does actually look like Eze will be going to Tottenham, and I don't necessarily blame him, because whatever's going on at Arsenal, for whatever reason, it looks like we are not going with Eze. And to be fair, Eze is the player that I did want, but I gotta actually start thinking about things literally, and start seeing things from Arsenal's point of view. Us fans, we've all been crying for Max Dowman to start games, get more minutes. Wanyeri as well, get more minutes. So now we can see we're not going for Eze. I'm hoping we still go for an out-and-out left winger. Trossard looks like he's staying. Well, he's not gone yet. So I'm hoping we can kind of move him on and get an out-and-out left winger. But who that left winger is, I don't actually know. Whether it's a Lookman, says we're not going for Leao, I don't know. You got Rodrigo. I don't even like talking about Rodrigo. He just looks like a player that just has no appetite to leave Real Madrid. And the way I describe it is like Rodrigo's like a girl who argues with her boyfriend and tries to call you. Then she tells you, oh yeah, come, I can't wait to see you this weekend. The weekend comes, and then she's made up with her boyfriend, and now you're left with 2 blue ticks and you're ghosted. That's basically Rodrigo. He's playing games. He has an argument with Real Madrid. Oh, we get the news. Rodrigo's for sale. Then people get linked with Rodrigo. Ah, I love Madrid. I never want to leave. I love it here. This is the best place ever. I don't even want Rodrigo no more, if I'm being honest. I've had enough. I'd rather Leao. Look, man, there's not much options on the left-hand side, if I'm being honest. But, yeah, those are kind of the two that I'd say is available. I'd much prefer Leao Lookman now than Rodrigo, because he just he doesn't have appetite to come. Literally. So, yeah. But back to Eze. If Dalman and Wanyeri get more minutes this season, I won't be upset about not getting Eze. I won't. Of course I did want him, but I'm just going to back the young players to do what they need to do. And I just hope that Arteta is not stubborn. If Odegaard is having a stinker, he hooks him. Maybe if it's not Wanyeri, he's going to put Havertz there. I don't actually know. But the reason why most of us wanted Eze is because we're looking at Odegaard's performances and like, there's a kid on the bench. It's easy to not play the kid. It's easy to just look at him and give Odegaard 90 minutes. And that is because of Arteta. Arteta this season, we're all watching you. You're basically on fraud watch. I need to see different in-game substitutions. I need to see you act fast. Do not wait till 70, 80 minutes before making subs. Because we see it with Slot. If things are not going his way, boom. Look at what happened literally on Friday. Things weren't going his way. He hooked £100 million Verts. British transfer record signing. Having an absolute stinker. Federico Chiesa, who is actively trying to sell, Liverpool don't think he's good enough. The manager doesn't rate him because clearly he played like 4 games last season, but still, the manager, he gave him a chance. He said, you know what? My new signing is not doing what needs to be. Chiesa, it's your turn. Prove me wrong. Prove me I've been wrong for not playing you. Boom. Gets the winning goal. And that's what I want to see from Arteta this season. Make the tough decisions. It don't matter who it is. Saka, it don't matter. You might need to make a tough decision in the game. And that might mean, Zubimendi and Rice. Okay, I'll take one of you off and put on a more attacking midfielder. Wanyeri. Havertz. Go and do something different. And I hope Arteta can learn this season because we don't want the same. But yeah, we're going to see. And the last story of the day, it comes from our legend, Tony Adams. So we've seen that Tony Adams sort of, some people say was cooking Odegaard. I don't know if it was cooking Odegaard. Some people say it was telling the truth. Make of it what you may, but he kind of did have a lot to say. Some people saying he's hating. I don't know. But
win the league with Odegaard as captain. I'm sorry.
Are you a fan of Arteta?
Oh, I think he... What? He's got a really big call to make this year. And for me, he hasn't done it. And the call is to make Declan Rice the captain. I think Declan is my kind of captain. And what it might do, it might free Odegaard up to play with a bit more freedom. Terry Venables did it. He took David Platt and he put me as captain. And Glenn Hoddle took me out and put Alan Shearer, which was a silly decision. But every now and again, as a manager, you have to put someone that reflects you, that reflects the football club, that you think you can actually take it to the next level.
Does he reflect Arteta?
I think he's better than Arteta. I think he's a winner. I think he's an Arsenal leader in the dressing room, around the training camp. He's got standards, he's got principles. I think big managers go, right, actually, you're my man now.
Did you say, I think Rice is better than Arteta, he's a winner, as in Arteta's not a winner?
Well, I think, yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying he's got an opportunity this year to actually turn into a winner. 5 years now. 5 years, he got great success at the start with a very defensive team. He got everyone behind the ball, basically, and we nicked the FA Cup. So going on and winning leagues, to win league titles, you have to be a Klopp, you have to be a Ferguson, you have to lead by example, you have to be a winner, you have to go about your business, and that reflects in your captain. And by making Odegaard a captain is a reflection of Arteta, and I can really see that. And I'm seeing Declan Rice as a captain, but I'm saying to Arteta, come on, step up now. It's your time to be a winning manager and a fantastic manager, because you're not going to win the league with Odegaard as captain. I'm sorry.
Wow. So, Tony Adams did not mince his words. I know a lot of people have been rattled online. I don't really think he said anything too mad. Obviously, the Arteta, Declan Rice is more of a winner than Arteta. You can't really say that because Declan Rice has only won the Conference League. And I believe Arteta got at least 2 FA Cups at Arsenal, and he's won an FA Cup as a manager. So I don't actually agree with that sentiment. It has been confirmed that Odegaard is going to be our captain for the season. So whether I want to see Odegaard as captain or not, I think that's kind of irrelevant. I'd probably go with Gabriel or Rice. But at the same time, the decision has been made now. So now, Odegaard, to shut everyone up, you and Arteta together need to come up with a plan and get us over the line. Because there's going to be games. We can't call you Odegaard. We need to see you do better in the big moments. But people, I'll leave it there, yeah? Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the Propaganda Machine. And hopefully we end this season on a positive. It's All Things Arsenal, episode 17. Come on!